thank you for coming for the diagnosing of the Monster of the Hollows with Ethan Kiffmeyer. I'm your host, Ethan Kiffmeyer, and I'm here to tell you about the book The Monster in the Hollows by Andrew Peterson. Andrew Peterson is also a songwriter who writes many great songs that I would invite you to listen to. Let's go take a look at the book. The Monster in the Hollows is the third book in a series about three children. Three children's names are Janner, Tink, and Lily Igby. They live with their mother and their grandfather, whose name is Podo, and their mother's name is... I'm sorry, they did not mention the mother's name, so I cannot bring it up at the moment. But the three children are the jewels of Aniera. Aniera is a lost island over the sea that has been burned down by Nag the Nameless, an evil villain who creates fangs to do his will and invade other continents and countries. Nag the Nameless destroyed Aniera and tried to capture the Green Hollows, but failed. Then he sailed over to Skree, where he terrorized the Skreans, which is where Janner and Lily and Tink and his family lived, in Skree. He terrorized the people there and took over. Now, fangs are these lizard-like creatures about yay high, and they have these big dripping fangs with venom and long tails, and they're really creepy. In the second book, they find out about gray fangs, which are wolf-like fangs that do not mind the cold, because normal fangs will get sluggish in the cold like normal lizards do. They met up with a man in the ice prairies at northern Skree who is in charge of a rebel force who is trying to drive the fangs from Skree. He helps them. Well, first he betrays them, and then he decides to help them, and they flee Skree and travel to the Green Hollows, where they live. They live in the book. Now, there's many different problems they have. Tink, about 2 days before they sailed for the Green Hollows, gets turned into a gray fang. But about halfway there on the ship, his mind just becomes himself. Becomes himself. So he's in his right mind, but he is in the form of a gray fang. Now they go to a school in the Green Hollows, and they can be sort of made fun of because of Tink and how he's a gray fang. And the people in the Green Hollows, they absolutely despise fangs, no matter who they are. And Tink is in his right mind, but they don't care, he's still a fang, and they despise him. So they also find that there's something taking cattle, and it's been taking their animals and livestock and cattle ever since they've arrived. They're trying to figure out who the Monster in the Hollows is. That's basically what The Monster in the Hollows is about. The Monster in the Hollows is a very good book, and I highly recommend it for ages maybe 9 to, well, pretty much any age. It's not a very hard book to understand, and it is very interesting. I suggest you read the first and second book before you start to read The Monster in the Hollows. The first book is called On the Edge of the Dark Sea of Darkness by Andrew Peterson. The second one is North or Be Eaten by Andrew Peterson. I do hope you read all three books, and if you do, I'll bet you'll find it very interesting. Until next time, Ethan Kiffmeyer signing off. Thank you for watching. Bye.